Hello there, I'm Scotty. You are not. We're shutting the door once again because we're going to talk about Saved by the Bell, the episode Cream for a Day. That's right, cream for a day. And no, it's not that. It has to do with acne cream. Yes. So when we start out the episode, we're going to have to talk about the hallway. Oh, yes, everyone's favorite segment. Because we start out in the hallway with Jessie selling items for homecoming. She's selling these tiger tails with these hats, these Bayside hats, and they are right here. But the garbage can is not there, and the garbage can will not be there for the entire rest of the episode. It is gone. I couldn't tell if it was here or not because they weren't really showing it. But yeah, the garbage can is just gone. Like there's only one time that they're selling the stuff, but it's gone for the whole rest of the episode. That's all for the hallway, but I do have something else to talk about later on in the episode. So, here's the situation. Homecoming is coming up. I don't know how that was. Homecoming is coming up, and Kelly, despite being a freshman, is hoping to become homecoming queen. Do the writers not know how that works? You can't be a homecoming queen unless you are a senior. They're supposed to be freshmen, right? I'm guessing the series goes 4 years, so that would make sense, right? 4 seasons, I should say, so that would make sense. Although the senior year is all discombobulated because it's 2 different continuities, basically. But, yeah, she's a freshman. She's 15. And she's running for... No, they just wanted this plot point. I don't know. And, so, Slater is on the football team because he's on every sport ever, except for cross country. That's Zach's thing, apparently. Only thing he can do, apparently. I don't know. And they are concerned because Bayside has not beaten Valley in 22 years. Oh, 23, but who's counting? That's what Lisa said, 23 years. So they're hoping they can beat them this year. Zach and Screech are doing a science project again. It's a science experiment, actually. Dustin Diamond's dad is back as Screech accidentally explodes stuff in his face. Cream pops on his face. But before that, he is so happy that he got his first zit that he names it Murray. Murray? Who's Murray? Rockadoodle joke there. He names it Murray. He eats the cream, and then later comes to Zach saying that his zit is gone. And Zach thinks we have a gold mine because it is a zit cream that actually works. That's why I always just say wash your face, because zit creams, they don't always work right. Myself, I've never really worried about zits. I get them. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? I'm not a vanity type person. I mean, look at me. Think someone looks like me is gonna be vanity? Huh? Hello? No. I'm a little iffy about my bald spot, but that's just that. That doesn't matter, but yeah. But they need someone they need proof that this will really work. So they go for Craterface Coburn, who's a character I wish we saw more of. Because Charlie Coburn is a really funny type character. He's got this laugh. I can't do too much because that happens. Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter. Yeah, Horshack. It's laugh. Ron Palito there. Rest in peace. Yeah. So I put this stuff on him to make sure it works, and the next day they're ready to sell this stuff. But wouldn't you know it, just as he's perfecting this thing where the stuff goes away, who should get us it but Kelly? And now we're going into Kelly's room. We see Kelly's room for the first time, but I guess I don't need to start going into it until later. But we see this little closet area with a big picture of George Michael. If they only knew, they're all Like, she is obsessed with George Michael. There's an episode later where she talks about she got tickets to a George Michael concert. Yeah. It's always funny to see girls going gaga over someone in an old show when you know, oh, yeah, he ends up being gay. Like, I forgot about the reference in an earlier episode. The one with the, where they bug Jesse's room, and Lisa says she wants a guy that's more like Michael Jackson. Yeah. And then Street dresses up like him and gets in trouble by Belding because we have a dress code, Michael. Dress code. There's nothing really wrong with what he's wearing. It's that weird, like one piece, like a black one piece thing with the gold thing. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, she's got a zit, and she's hiding in some closet thing. They trick her by saying that George Michael is out. She comes out, and they couldn't even put a zit on her nose. She keeps complaining. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. They couldn't do. They put one on Screech, but not. I don't know. So now we go back to the school, and they're selling the stuff. They convince them with credit face, and then they don't believe it's him until he laughs. Oh, yeah, I'll buy it. Wouldn't you know it, Belding shows up and takes everything away because, well, you know, you can't sell stuff on school property. But, you know, and this is really towards the beginning of the show, but it really gets repetitive how many times something like this happens where, like, why can't Zach do something and get away with it? Like, for all intents and purposes, he can get away with this. Like, even if there's a scene like this where he does get away with it, it comes to light later and he still gets in trouble for it. I understand. He's got to get in trouble for something. But not every episode needs to be Zach comes up with the scheme, doesn't get away with it, and then learns a moral lesson. That gets too repetitive. Right? And, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he gets in trouble, and then he tries to talk his way out of it. He's like, hey, I'll give the school half the profits. No deal. Well, hey, we can name it after you, sir. We'll call it Beldacil. That's got to be the worst name for any cream ever. Beldacil. He still doesn't agree with it, and they leave. He doesn't leave. Then he puts some on his face. Just then, though, Screech shows up and tells him that there's a side effect. Yes, it turns your face completely maroon. And obviously there was something with Dustin Diamond's face where they couldn't go near his eyes, I guess, because it's only like here. It's like all of his face except for here. And then that's it. Maybe he had an allergic reaction or something. It's weird because everybody else is all over their face except for Belding Lady. You see the dots on this side. But yeah. But it is before that he gives one of those to Kelly. Right? So Zach's whole plan is to make sure nobody sees Screech's face. Okay. So Screech is forced to wear the tiger outfit, the mascot suit. Which is funny because he makes a joke and then Zach hits him, but it makes the head go around in it. And then Screech is like this. It's kind of funny. But no one can see his face. And then they cut to Zach's room. Right? And so he's like, why are you still wearing the costume? He's like, well, you told me to keep it on until the red goes away. At school, you don't have to do it here. So he takes it off, and he's completely cured. Yay, he's completely cured. Oh, I forgot a scene. So, I forgot a couple scenes. Kelly has become, speaking of vanity, Kelly has become very vain of her looks. And that doesn't help when the two other ones, Julie and Muffin, her full name is Muffin Sangria. Who came up with that name? Are gagaed at by the two guys, Zach and Slater, which makes no sense to me. They are both so obsessed with Kelly. They even bring her both a chocolate malt, which could have led to her. She said she's going to drink both of them, which means that's probably why she got the Zet. Too much sweets, too much chocolate. It happens. Mm-hmm. But, it makes no sense for them to go. They were just trying to kiss her butt, right? To kiss up to her. And then two other women walk in there just put oh, did you see how she looks? Oh, she looks great. She dyed her hair. What? And so they can point out her competition, which, I'd vote for Kelly anyway, but no. I would not vote for either of them. They're not, I don't know. I've seen worse, I guess. They always had to paint that version of cheerleaders in school. They're all hot. They wear the short skirts, But then you actually go to school, see cheerleaders, they're all fat. They wear long sleeves, and they're like, yeah. Yeah, that was my cheerleaders, basically. They weren't all fat, but it's more realistic, I guess. And it's fine. It's fine. You see TV, even lifeguards. You watch Baywatch, it's like Pamela Anderson or Yasmin B walking down the thing. No, we got friggin' Jack Nicholson over here. And a female is Jack. We got people that are, I don't know. There were some that were cute when I was growing up, but nothing like Wendy Peppercorn from The Sandlot, that's for sure. Anyway, that was Marley Shelton, by the way. Anyway, so Zach goes to tell Kelly, and this is where we get something very confusing. So I was under the impression that what they showed earlier in Kelly's room was the door to her room leading into the hallway. But I guess it leads into her bathroom. But here's the thing. Okay, so I don't want to have to draw Kelly's room, but I will. So here's Kelly's bed right here, right? The closet thing is here with the George Michael picture. That's George Michael. Earrings. The George Michael picture is here, the hallway. It's probably not that big, but just here. Pillow. Stuff. But then, you come around here, and this is where the door to her room is. Where Zach comes. How does that work? How is that... How does that work? Where does... If there's a bathroom, it's got to be here, right? But it just... That doesn't... Look there. That doesn't work. What? How do they construct these things? I don't know. It's... So, this is where it gets confusing for me. So, Zach comes over and he tells Kelly about the side effect. She gets completely pissed off and blames Zach for it. It's not his fault. For the first time in the show, in 6 freaking episodes, it's not Zach's fault. The cream was accidentally found. It got rid of zits. He decided to sell it. They did not find out about the side effect till after they sold it. He didn't even know about the side effect when he gave the cream to Kelly. It's not Zach's fault. He spends he spends the time after he finds out really, feeling bad about it. But it's still not his fault because he couldn't have known about the side effect. He wasn't told till after everything went down, till after he gave it to her. But she acts like it's like he betrayed her or something and kicks him out of her room. I don't get it. He even calls her out for being vain, which is 100% true. And she just how could you say that to me? And kicks him out. So what is Zach's brilliant plan to overcome this? Well, here's my confusion. So the timeline for everything is that the cream goes on your face, zit goes away in 2 hours. Then 24 full hours later, you get maroon face. Kelly is saying that the homecoming parade is the next day. But when we cut to the next scene, it is announcing who the homecoming queen is. And her face is still red or maroon. The parade and the ceremony would not be on the same day. 2 separate days. Actually, the parade would be after the ceremony because they would already crown the king and the queen because they ride in the parade. She's worried about a parade she might not even win to be in. She's worried about a parade she might not even be in. If I can speak English for a minute. And what's Zach's brilliant plan? Well, he has everyone paint their faces. Yes, everyone paints their faces red in the school spirit, except for Slater, Lisa, and Jesse, and Max, and Mr. Belding, who has it just on the side because that's where he put the cream. And Kelly wins because of course she does. Even though, as I said, she is a freshman and would not qualify, but who knows? Who cares? And she apologizes to Zach, which she should. And they go off. We find out that Slater got the only touchdown of the game because Valley fumbled the ball in the first play. He got the only touchdown of the game using some stock footage of a football game. And that was it. They won by 7 points. Or, wait, he says only touchdown of the game. He does not say that's the only time they scored, so they could have got some field goals. I'm just saying. I'm doing that. Saying. This episode was a little bit better. It's fine. I just don't get the writing of why Kelly is so mad at Zach when he couldn't have known the side effects, when he didn't know the side effects when he gave it to her. It wasn't until afterwards that he found out. He goes and he, for the first time, tells the fucking truth. And that's why it's a double standard. People are like, oh, you always gotta tell the truth. Everything will be better. But you understand the reason why kids lie? It's because they're afraid they're gonna get in trouble to tell the truth. And you're like, no, always tell the truth, and everything will be better. But then, it doesn't matter, because they tell the truth, you still get in trouble. And even the parents say, just tell the truth, I'm not gonna get mad. That is a bold-faced lie. Because they're still going to get mad. They're just not going to show it because they say they're not going to get mad. But, back to this episode, it just doesn't make any sense. Because Zach told her the truth. He was being honest for the first time in 6 episodes about what's going on. And she flips out on him like it's completely his fault, which it is not. If it's anyone's fault, it's Screech. Because he stumbled onto the thing. Zach just tried to sell it. That's all. To market it. That's it. But yeah, look, I wanted to do more today. I still might do a couple more. It's just, I was planning on doing a lot more, but I told you earlier that there's just so, not everything went the same way. You know, having 2 trips to the toilet, and then Xbox is still not working right, I don't think. Let's find out. There's that. And if we turn the TV on, so it wasn't letting me log in. There's like an issue with logging in. It's a little late now for if it did work. See, it's circling my icon, but it's not. That's the problem. It's not just me. Other people are getting it too. So in my frustrations, I'm just spending more time trying to get this. See, it didn't let me do it. So, no, there's something going on. I don't know. Try again in a while. I've been trying to get in several whiles, you piece of donkey shit. It doesn't help. It's not the console's fault. It's whatever. Someone hacked something. I don't know. But I turn off the TV. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on this episode? Leave them in the comments. So much like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.